We're back to Saturday Video Game Fun, and we played Wheel of Fortune, won $10,000. Comeback game we had, and now let's get to Jeopardy.
Welcome to Jeopardy, everyone.
Wow. I did not know that.
This is Jeopardy! Let's meet today's contestants. Player 1, Player 2, Player 3, and now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny. Hi, everyone. You all look eager to get underway, so let's get right into it. The first round of play today has these categories for you. Board game history, the Summer Olympics, Ain't That America, In the Bookstore, Zoology, and colorful language. All right, let's get back into this. Player 1, Charles Darrow created this game in the Depression while dreaming of fame, fortune, and his summers at the Jersey Shore. Player 1, use the Wii remote or press the corresponding direction on the plug. You got it. Player 1, back to you. A game imported from India is called both Shoots and Snakes and These. Okay, Player 1.
Shoots and ladders.
That's right, way to go. Choose again, Player 1. While out of work, Alfred Butts created this word game by mixing anagrams with crossword puzzles. Yes,
And
Player
it
1.
turned out to be a TV game show. Scrabble!
Yep. Player 1, back to you for Hasbro says this game was invented by a wealthy couple while aboard their luxury boat.
It could have been Battleship. I'm not sure.
The correct response is Yahtzee.
Yahtzee. I did not know that.
Player 1, you pick again. In the 1950s, Parker Brothers took a French game called Conquest of the World and turned it into this.
I'm going to go for it.
Let's hear it, Player 1.
Risk.
Good for you.
Ah!
Select again.
Clear that board and we're going to...
Let's take it over to Kelly.
Japan scored one of the biggest upsets in Olympic history in 2008, beating the U.S. to win the gold medal in this sport.
We'll risk
Okay,
200.
Player 1. Right you are. You get to pick again, Player 1. A platypus was one of the mascots of the 2000 games held in this city. Let's hear it,
Sydney,
Player 1.
Australia.
Right. We return to you, Player 1. Different strokes. In 2008, Rebecca Soni won Olympic gold in 200-meter breaststroke. Natalie Coughlin in 100-meter this.
Well, we're having fun in this round, in the
Here's
Jeopardy
what we want.
round,
The
baby.
backstroke. You again, player one. The 1972 games at this German city were the scene of terrorism and tragedy. Yes, player three.
Let's give him a shot. Berlin.
No. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response?
Okay, we're in the lead. There's nothing
Player
to
one.
lose. Ah!
Player one. Pick
1,000
again.
to
Jin
wrap
Young
it up.
Lee and Jinmun Park were members of this country's 2008 gold medal winning baseball team. Here's the correct response. South Korea. You get to pick again, player one.
All right.
This state's Little Diomede Island is about 2.5 miles from Russia's Big Diomede Island.
I'm going to go for it.
It's
Alaska.
player one. Right. Player one, back to you for... This state celebrates July 24th, the day of Brigham Young's arrival, as Pioneer Day. Yes, player three. No.
Oh, I'm stupid.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's the response we were looking for. Utah. We return to you, player one. In early 2006, New Orleans was overtaken in population by this nearby capital city. It didn't last. It's player three. Yes.
Well, you finally got an answer right.
Player three. Pick again.
We're in a good.
Since 1792, Frankfurt has been the capital of this state.
I'm going to go for it.
Okay, player one.
I'm going to go for it. Virginia. I'm going to take a... Oh, I took a guess, and it was just...
Any other takers?
Well, I'm still in a nice lead in this game.
Let's hear it, player three.
It was Kentucky. Yeah, it is. Move on to
And you're
plus
back
then.
into some money. Player three. You pick again, please.
We'll come through. We can't come back.
Answer, the Daily Double. You're in second place, so what is your wager going to be?
50?
Will it be?
Wow.
The clue. Lake Calhoun and Lake Harriet are in its chain of lakes. Correct. Player three, back to you. Classified advertising section of the phone book listing subscribers by type of business.
I'm gonna go
Player
for
one.
it.
No, that's not it. Anyone else? Let's hear it, player three.
It's a game.
Right.
It is a game.
Select again.
I'm sorry you're not winning.
A karate kid may aspire to this high rank, kuroi obi in Japanese. Okay, player one.
Black belt.
Yeah!
Yeah, we're coming back in the game.
Choose again, player one.
600.
This fastest of dogs is one of the oldest breeds. Its likeness appears on an ancient Egyptian tomb. Here's the correct response. The Greyhound.
The Greyhound? I did not know that.
Please pick again, player 1. The California National Park is named for this tallest living type of tree. Yes, player 2. Yes. You again, player 2. This colorful name for the U.S. Army Special Forces comes from their unique hats. Player 2. Good.
I'm in the lead of this
Player
game
2,
still.
you pick again, please. The Teammates by David Halberstam chronicles the friendships of Ted Williams and others on this team. It's player 1.
New York Yankees.
Sorry.
I lost 200.
That's
That's
right.
fine.
Any other takers?
Only we lost 200. That's all. I think it's the Brooklyn Dodgers. I think it's the Red Sox.
Okay, player 3. Nope.
No, it's the Boston Red Sox.
Anyone else care to try to come
It's
up with
the
correct
Boston Red
response?
Sox.
Yes, player 2. Good.
Yes.
Select again.
While I'm playing Jeopardy,
John
guys, I'm
Grisham switched
uploading a
gears
number.
with skipping this holiday, about a couple who want to skip the consumerism. It's player 2. That's correct. Player 2. Pick again. The Devil in the White City examines murder, magic, and madness at the 1893 World's Fair in this U.S. city. Here's what we were looking for. Chicago.
Chicago.
Player 2. Back to you. In a Stephen King book, writer Paul Sheldon is weary of this title heroine he created. Let's hear it. Player 2. That's correct.
And she's in the lead.
You get to pick again. Player 2. Appropriately, part 3 of this 1953 novel is Burning Bright.
She make a picture.
Here's the response we were looking for. Fahrenheit 451. Player 2, back to you for our next selection. The giant Pacific This may have as many as 1,600 suckers on its arms. They help it to taste and touch. Here's what we were looking for. The octopus.
The octopus. I did not know that.
Please pick again. Player 2. While it doesn't breathe fire, the dragon named for this Indonesian island does kill its prey with its deadly saliva. We're talking about the Komodo. We return to you, player 2. Doggone it, a mud puppy isn't a little doggy, but a large one of these amphibians. The correct response is a salamander. Choose again, player
nice
2.
second place.
A type of this snake that sounds like a James Clavell novel is Australia's deadliest and most feared. Player 3.
Oh, poor baby.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's what we wanted. The taipan.
Ah.
And the last clue for $1,000. The rare white alligator has a condition called leucism, meaning it lacks this skin pigment. Yes, player 3. That is correct. Hey, you're on the plus side. Player 3 is going first in the double Jeopardy round, which starts after this. And we have 2 daily doubles awaiting you in these categories. How about a little romance language? World history. Pop on a CD. Say it in Spanish. Classic Kids Lit. And math terms. Player 3, you're in last place. Let's see if you can close that gap. This story begins, all children except one grow up.
Was that
Player
the
one?
Cider House rules?
That is correct.
Peter Pan!
You again,
it?
player 1.
That category.
In a novel by Frances Hodgson Burnett, 7-year-old Cedric Errol inherits a title and is known as Little Lord This. Let's hear it, player 2. That's it.
Okay.
We return to you,
game.
player 2. With a name meaning many angles, these shapes may or may not be convex. It's player 1. No, that's not right.
That's okay. That's okay.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's the correct response. Polygons.
Polygons.
You again, player 2. Here's Kelly.
2 or more circles that have the same center point are said to be this, from the Latin for together center.
Here's the correct response. Concentric. You get to pick again, player 2. A pair of angles that add together to make a straight line are called this type of angle. Okay, player 3. That's not it. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? The correct response is supplementary. Player 2, pick again. From the Greek for worthy, this kind of statement is also called a postulate. Yes, player 3. You are correct. You've got some money again. Choose again, player 3. From the Latin for across, it's the property that says that if A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C. It's player 3. Yep. Please pick again, player 3.
Okay.
Around the Vatican, you might be able to practice this source language of all Romance languages. Let's hear it, player 3. Ooh, sorry.
Oh.
That's incorrect. Any other takers?
I'm gonna go for it.
Player 1? Hey, you're right. Player 1,
Yes.
back to you. This classic is the first book in Madeleine L'Engle's Time Quartet. Here's the correct response. A Wrinkle in Time. Select again. Completes the title of a classic about an African-American family. Roll of Thunder. Okay, player 3. You got it. Player 3, you pick again, please. The Black Pearl and Island of the Blue Dolphins are two classics by him. It's player 1. No. Anyone else? Here's the response we were looking for. Scott Odell. Player 3, back to you for our next selection. In 1071, the Seljuk Turks, who practiced this religion, defeated the Byzantine army at the Battle of Manzikert. We're talking about Islam. Player 3, pick again. An economic crisis forced this Indonesian leader to resign on May 21st, 1998, ending 32 years of autocratic rule. Here's what we wanted. Suharto. Player 3, you pick again,
We
please.
want two games.
Now in Poland, in 1361, this shipbuilding city became a member of the Hanseatic League. Let's hear it. Player 2. Right. Select again. Of Catalan, Bulgarian, or Romanian, the one that is not a Romance language. Player 2. Oh, sorry. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this?
Anything about romance. What was it?
Here's the correct response. Bulgarian.
I wouldn't guess that.
Player 2, back to you for our next selection. It's the most widely spoken Romance language in the world. Here's what we were looking for. Spanish. Please pick again. Player 2. Ligurian, Lombard, and Piedmontese are all dialects of this Romance language. Okay, player 2. Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? We're talking about Italian. You again, player 2.
Oh,
Answer. The first of the daily doubles. You're in second now, but with an opportunity to catch up a bit. Please enter your... Here is your clue. This extinct Romance language of Croatia shares its name with a dog breed. Right.
I guess that.
Choose again. Player 2. The Bureau of Land Management can help you adopt one of these wild donkeys. Yes, player 3. Good for you. Player 3, back to you. As well as manly or virile, this word can mean sledgehammer. Let's hear it, player 3. Good. You get to pick again, player 3. This king of Aragon freed the Catalan serfs in 1486 and captured Granada in 1492? It's player 3. Sorry. Any other takers?
1492. I don't remember that. Is it Christopher
Okay, player 1.
Columbus? Oh, yeah, we lucky guess.
We return to you, player 1. Around 2500 BC, the Harappan civilization sprung up around this river in Pakistan and northwestern India. Here's the response we were looking for. The Indus. Player 1, back to you for our Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, Peachtree Road. Yes, player 1. That's it. Player 1, back to you. Dirty Mind, Controversy, The Love Symbol Album. Here's the correct response. Prince.
I did not know that.
Please pick again, player 1.
Okay.
Sir, the second daily double. You are currently in second place. Please select your wager, player 1. Okay, here is the clue. Rhythm Nation 1814, The Velvet Rope. That's right, well done. Player 1, you pick again. Thankful, Breakaway.
Let me take a while.
Player 1,
Breakaway. Kelly Crocs.
you.
Oh, in first place now.
We return to you, player 1. The Writings on the Wall, Survivor.
I am the
Let's hear it, player 1. That is correct.
Yeah.
You again, player 1. Whether after Cuba or not, it simply means free. Here's what we wanted. Libre. Select again. This can mean taste or flavor. Con mucho this means with great pleasure. Player 2. Nope. Anyone else? Here's the correct response. Gusto.
Gusto. And the last
Here's
go
the
for
$2,000 clue.
Anybody's game.
Let's go over to Kelly.
In Spanish spelling, this mark above the N indicates that rather than una, the word should be pronounced uña.
I don't know any Spanish.
The correct response is a tilde.
We're in the lead of this game, and it's
We'll all move on
anybody's
to Final
game.
Jeopardy, which will continue after these messages. Time to get ready for Final Jeopardy. And today the category is this. The sea.
See. I don't know.
What are you going to wager?
I'm going to just wager. $400.
Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. Here you are, players, the Final Jeopardy clue. National seas include the Irish, the Philippine, and this one bordered to its west by Iceland. What did you say?
But that works.
And that will cost you
pork, baby.
And your response? And this correct response will add how much to your score?
Ooh. And I said the same thing.
What did you put as your response?
Yes!
And that correct
And I won the
response
game
will
by
add-
$500, more $500, $7,800. We had that. More
Congratulations
jackpot
to
so
you,
far.
player
We
one.
have over $98,000
Thanks for playing.
in our
We'll see you next
video
time.
game fun jackpot. And now, when we come right back, we are going to be playing. We are going to be paying tribute. It will be time for our Saturday video game fun showcase. And today, we tribute to the cable game shows with Double Dare and Remote Control. That's coming up next.